everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Veach season. We are your guest host, Kramer Sansone, and we're just happy to be here today and happy to be alive. And I gotta tell you, Kramer, got a confession to make right off the top here.
Okay.
I am ripping ass tonight here
Oh.
on my end. And like when I say ripping ass, I mean there's like 4 levels of like, or 5 levels maybe of of like of like gas leaving your body. Like number 1 is you're tooting. Like I tooted. Number 2 is I passed gas. Number 3 is I farted. Number 4 is ripping ass. And number 5 is you just shit yourself or sharded. Like that's those are the 5 levels. And
Boy.
I'm somewhere between 4 and 5 right now.
So do you have a diaper on just in case?
No, but I am not wearing any underwear currently. That way I only I'm wearing shorts on. I'm in a bathing suit right now, something that easily gets hosed off down below.
Yeah, I get it. No mesh stuff down there. No cotton.
No, and I'm in a leather chair, so it'll easily wipe off with some baby wipes. But yeah, no, I'm over here committing chemical warfare on myself, just stewing in the hot juices and vapors of my own ass mustard gas, and it is not a pretty sight. I was outside playing with my kids earlier today, and I just got like a severe stomach ache, and I don't know if some I ate, maybe one too many of those bean burritos that I love so much.
But that could easily do it. Do you know what you had to eat within the last 48 hours, maybe? If you think actually what'd you have? All right, let's just go. What'd you have today?
Today, in the last 40. Okay, so to eat today, I had. Well, here we go. I had beans and rice and tortillas with hot sauce on it for lunch.
That makes sense why you're feeling that now.
Then I had 3 Oreos for a snack, and then I had a bowl of granola for another pre-dinner snack, and then for dinner I ate a hamburger like that I made on the smoker.
Sweet.
And a couple 3 grapes, just that I just took off my kid's plate, and that's it. That's all I've eaten today.
So it's got to be that. It's definitely your bean burrito that you had.
Definitely got to be the
hot sauce.
The rice, the rice, beans, and extra hot sauce from
breakfast.
Aldi. Aldi brand hot sauce that I put on it.
I'm impressed you did for that for breakfast this morning. So that's
I think we're onto something here.
Yeah, we're definitely on
my digestional ass explosion. Yeah, that might be.
I'm just glad we don't have to do this in the same room with each other, because I don't know how I could. I guess handle it. So luckily we're virtually.
Yeah, luckily we're virtually here. So a little backstory about old Rocky Magaña. One day when I used to work at the group home, it was a slow Saturday, and we didn't have much on the like in the wintertime we would go to the pool and stuff. But in the summertime we go to the pool, but in the wintertime there were some slow Saturdays because it's too cold to go outside and play basketball. And you don't want just the kids sitting around watching movies all day. So me and a couple of the kids got a great idea that we would try to beat a Guinness Book of World Records record that day. And then even though Guinness
any of
wasn't, any of them, because we had the book of the Guinness Book of World Records. We said, okay, let's flip this fucking thing open and see what we can beat today, right?
Right.
Obviously, it's not going to be recognized because Guinness has to send somebody there to certify it and everything, but we didn't have that because we were just bored as shit on a Saturday. But the first one that we decided was because I was the house manager. I just went and did all the grocery shopping for the week. I had gotten this, if you know anything about running a group home for at-risk youth, is the 2 things you always have to have on hand are sugar to make Kool-Aid and hot sauce to put on absolutely fucking everything. And so I just went and bought one of those big jugs of Frank's Red Hot, right, at the store.
Yeah.
To have on hand for the week, because that's 1 week's worth of hot sauce when you're in a shelter.
Yeah, you can put the shit in anything.
Put the shit on their ice cream, on their cereal. They put that shit on everything, man.
That's crazy.
It's fucking insane. But anyway, so we were sitting there and I was looking at it, and it was the record for drinking Frank's Red Hot was was like 16 ounces in a minute. And I was like, I could fucking crush that. I could crush that so easily. Oh my God, are you kidding me? And so I had a 32 ounce Quick Trip cup from like when I came in that morning that I drink in my like iced coffee or whatever. And
yeah.
So we rinsed it out and I filled that thing to the brim with Frank's Red Hot and gave one of the kids a stopwatch. And in 36 seconds flat, I chugged 32 ounces of Frank's Red Hot sauce. And then it stayed in my body for about 10 minutes and it didn't come out the front.
Oh no, it was explosive.
I tell you that, yeah, I literally shit like pure, unadulterated, like Kopi Luwak Frank's Red Hot sauce out my ass. Like just
so you need to get a hold of Guinness so you can make sure you can get in the book now.
Yeah, and so I mean I destroyed the record for it.
Oh yeah,
and then just fucking destroyed the bathroom at the shelter.
I'm curious what the world record is now. What's it again? Drinking
Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot world record. You can finish it in 7.84 seconds.
How much? A bottle? I could do that.
Yeah, bottle. Yeah, bottle.
Oh, I could do that in 6 seconds flat.
This guy named Mike Jack did it in 8.5.
Did he take it straight out of the bottle?
Yep.
Or can you just pour it in a cup and then chug it?
Oh, out of the bottle.
All right, so you got to make sure
that's the fastest time to drink it.
So you got to make sure that it's like well shaken so it doesn't clump up on you at all because you just got to
you shake the thing up.
You got to shake it. You got to shake the thing and then open your throat and just really just get back there and open your throat and just.
It's a very good visual you got going on YouTube.
Let it get it deep, just pour it straight in. You know, you got to.
Please clip that, somebody. Please clip that.
You got to open it like this and just pour it straight down and don't let it touch your taste buds. That's the key to swallowing it. Is don't let it touch your taste buds.
So where's your taste buds at? Your tongue, right? So you just need to put that like,
your tongue.
Yeah,
that stuff has to hit your fucking uvula in the back. You know, just if you splash it straight on your uvula and let it ricochet down your open throat and swirl around, thing's gonna rush right down there and just settle in your gut, hit the acid in your gut.
The funny thing right now, Rocky, is I know this is gonna level out whenever we post this and later, but your mouth right now is, from how we're talking, is so far behind, but I can hear you perfectly just fine right now. But just you doing those motions, like literally delayed after you saying about it, it's freaking hilarious.
Am I lagging? Right now?
On my end, yes, but I know for a fact whenever this is getting posted, it's not going to because this is the best platform out here to use this. But man, it's hilarious right now.
Well, I'll just continue to give you a little bit more of the visual. I'm this is how you become a GIF or a GIF.
Yeah, definitely
online, right? You know,
that's hilarious.
So I'm well on my way to becoming. Well, now that we've been talking about Frank's Red Hot for the last 8 minutes, it's time for our favorite time of the week, and that's time for me to ask, what's hot with Krame Dog?
Well, the postseason of baseball started, and I've got all jazzed up on Tuesday. Watched literally everything. The pitching matchup between Max Fried and Garrett Crochet, insane. My league just finished. Unfortunately, we took second place in the championship. Final score was 6-3. It was nice. The fact that the trophy that we received was the exact same size as the first place trophy, so it felt like we were champions.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. If I would have won the championship, I would have been pissed.
Oh, I would have been pissed too. So it's actually kind of funny. No, but there was some bad calls. It's unfortunate that bad calls kind of led to our loss. But then again, one bad inning also hurt. So unfortunate, we couldn't get the job done. And we'll be back next year. Our team's going to get better.
You're just the Buffalo Bills of baseball. Oh,
basically.
Oh man, I'm sorry, buddy.
It is what it is. I didn't have the best day, but I couldn't do much.
Should have
struck out for the first time in like 2 months.
Really? You struck out.
It was a
Big Donger never strikes out. You always
dude.
put the ball in play.
Yeah, I typically usually do. This guy that was pitching for the other team was like a 6'5" lefty. And I'm left-handed when I bat, but I still love hitting lefties. I didn't get a hit. It was annoying. Went 0 for 3 today.
Damn, in the big game.
Well, he's 6'5". He looks 7 foot on the mound, and it was a chopper right back to him. Like, hit the ground. It was supposed to go over his head, but he's too damn tall. I was gonna easily beat it out, but no, that didn't happen. The other one, he threw me a breaking ball that hung, and I shot it over to left field. I thought I was actually going to get down. Never got down. Left fielder made a great play to make the snag. So kind of got hosed 2 at bats.
Just a regular Aaron Judge out there in the postseason, huh?
I guess so. I guess so. Even though in the postseason I led the team in RBIs. I led the team in RBIs postseason and also regular season. So is what it is.
Oh shit, buddy. I'm sorry.
You know what? It's okay. Next year's gonna be even better.
Next year will be. Next year's your year.
The fact it's the first year we're in this league and we made it to the championship, now that's telling you something.
Listen, it's just like with the Royals, right? Like they ran into what's his face, Madison Bumgarner in the 7th game of the
14.
World Series.
Yep.
Yeah, but then the next year they came out and they blew the doors off, right? And
that's true.
They just ran roughshod through the Mets in the World Series and won it all.
I texted I texted our group message today to baseball. See, hey, what are the stats for the season? Because I have not checked at all. Your boy had 100% stolen base percentage.
Nice. How many? What was your number of bags you got?
It doesn't matter. It's 100%, baby.
1 of 1 is 100%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 75% of the time it works every time. Oh, that's awesome. Oh man. All right. Well, buddy, I'm sorry that you guys came in second.
It is what it is.
But
there's next year. Listen, if my knees hold up.
If your knees hold up. Like, listen, you and Tyreek Hill both, buddy.
Oh, dude, that was bad. Like that was gross. Like I never want to like experience a knee injury like that, but that's how my knee feels like constantly. Was how Tyreek Hill was looking.
Wait till you hit 30 and 40, bro. Like,
my legs are gonna feel like I'm in the 60s.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'll tell you what helped me. Like, my knees were fucking shot after a lifetime of wrestling and playing football and baseball and playing catcher, especially. And I started doing yoga, and I know it sounds like some crazy shit, but fucking shit this shit is magic for your joints. I love yoga. Dude. Like, fucking, my knees feel like I haven't felt this good in 15 years since I started doing yoga every day. And like, I just do 15 to 20 minutes. The Nike training app, like the Nike training app that you can get on your phone, it's just like it's not just yoga, but they have like hit workouts, and they have just normal workouts and like all sorts of shit. But it's free. It's 100% free. It used to be a subscription app, and then during COVID, they made all their videos free. And it's just stayed free ever since. And so you can go on there, and there's hundreds of workout videos to choose from for free.
I might have to do that.
It's Nike's workout app. And so I go on there and I do like, they have some yoga videos that are 5 minutes and some that are an hour. And it's all like scopes of intensity. And some of the people you're like, you know what? Fuck you. I hate you. I'm not going to do your videos again. And then some of the people you're like, all right, you're a little too easy on me. But you just got to find that right medium. You find the people that you like. There's this one chick on there though that I hate, and I won't say her name, but like, she's like, if you're like it's like you do the whole entire like yoga flow, and then she's like, you know what we should do for a cool down? Let's hold a plank half push-up position for 60 more seconds. And you're like,
gosh,
like that's bullshit. Like that's not even yoga. That's just like you just being sadistic. And then she's like, if you feel like you're dying, so do I. Like it's part of yoga. Planks are very much part of yoga. But she's like, if you feel like you're dying, right? This is where she pissed me off because I was already tired. And she goes, if you feel like you're dying right now, that's not true. Because the fact that you're so tired and exhausted means that your body's working so hard that you've never been more alive in your entire life. This is literally the most alive you will ever be. And I was like, go fuck yourself.
Oh my gosh.
I was so pissed off.
Yeah, I need to do that for my knee, build my knee strength up this offseason.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do. 100%. Then I can. Then when James Winchester, decides to hang it up, I can be the next long snapper, so I can bend over.
Seriously, I could be. Listen, if Creed Humphrey ever goes out with these knees I got right now, baby, I could play center.
Hell yeah, brother!
I could play center for the Kansas City Chiefs today if I had to. I got that yoga squat down. I'll get down, ass to calves, baby, in that squat. Just hold it all day long. Chair position doesn't matter. Like Juwan Taylor, I'm not tall in the first place, so my pad level, you ain't getting underneath this pad level, baby. that ain't happening.
Guess how tall are you?
5'10" ish.
On a good day?
No, on a bad day. I'm like somewhere between 5'10" and 5'11".
Gotcha.
So, but never. But I was 2 months preemie when I was born, so I'm kind of convinced that if I would have cooked all the way, that I would have got that extra inch and a half.
6'2".
I could have hit that 6'2" mark and played quarterback in the NFL. Got that Patrick Mahomes height. But I came up just short. I got that Drew Brees height instead of that Russell Wilson height instead of that Patrick Mahomes height. And so, yeah, that whole preemie thing really fucked me over. And so. But it's all right. We're here.
You can't change anything about that now.
Listen, if I was playing quarterback for the Chiefs right now, then I wouldn't be able to be filling in for Brett Veach on his podcast on a weekly basis.
You wouldn't know who I am. You'd just treat me
I would
like
know who you are.
Guy.
I'd see you. I'd see you at the press conferences and at the media days, and I'd say, "Who's that dashingly handsome, beautiful man in those wire rim glasses and that sexy ass mustache with that well coiffed hair?" And I'd say, I want to be that guy's friend. He looks like a great dude.
You know what? I'll be out there on Thursday for a media day.
See,
for the media presser. So
just stare at Patrick Mahomes and maybe he's thinking the same thing. And then
maybe I'll try to lock eyes with him, even though he's like he's very narrow faced when he's talking to every single person too. Doesn't really change his head or his mindset. He's just looking straight forward. Just
no direct eye contact with people. Just literally just like stare at the crowd, but not at anybody.
And he says the most perfect thing possible too whenever he's doing it. It's like he's like a machine.
He is. He's like a machine, and it's because he's been doing this shit for a long time now. And
B, he just turned 30. You're right.
Yeah, he just turned 30. Like, listen, Patrick, you need to get out there and start doing some fucking yoga squats. I mean, let's face it. Bobby Stroop has him doing yoga squats. He has him doing anything. You know that he has him doing yoga squats.
Yeah, you'd hope. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Stroop is all about like the limber, ever since Patrick Mahomes' knee turned around backwards, Bobby Stroop was like, all right, well, we're going to not have that ever happen again. Yeah, we're going to make him the most limber motherfucker on the face of the planet. And so, it's worked so far. He hasn't really had any injuries, and he's been able to rebound from the ones that he's had, pretty quickly. So, listen, I swear by it. 100%. All right. Well, we had some fancy football news for this week. And
we did.
That your boy Rocky took on Kramer.
Yeah, you did.
Fancy football and came up short. Came up real short.
Honestly, you kind of made it a game late with Josh Jacobs having that run of just dominance for the Packers, but I had just had too many guys who scored 20 points.
Yeah, too many guys scored 20 points, but that gift that you sent me from South Park of that's Kyle's dad, right?
No, that's Stan's. No, that's Randy.
Yeah, that's Randy. Stan's dad. We just gets the shit kicked out of him, and he's like, "I didn't hear no bell yet." That was 100% Josh Jacobs for my team, just like doing everything he could to try to bring us back from the break because we were down like 30 points heading into that game, or even more because he scored 36, right? And
then RJ Harvey, I started on Monday Night Football, and RJ Harvey, if you're an RJ Harvey owner, fantasy football, you got to be proud right now.
My guy, RJ Harvey is my dude, man. I love RJ Harvey.
He showed out a lot. It's also against the Bengals. Bengals also defense sucks.
He's also a really good running back, and
very true.
The Broncos knew what they were doing when they drafted him. I mean, RJ Harvey and Ray Davis, man, those are my two guys who I think are extremely underrated in football. Ray Davis, he just doesn't get an opportunity because he's playing behind James Cook. But if Cook ever goes down, man, Ray Davis is gonna completely show out. All right, I got a question for you. So where the Chiefs are right now, right after coming off of their big win against the Ravens, we'll talk about that here in a minute. If you were our namesake Brett Veach, and you could make any one move before the trade deadline, what would you do to improve the team at this moment?
Ooh, at this moment, I would try to figure out another pass rush option. Okay. Applying more pressure to the quarterbacks. I need more of that. I do. Because I don't think they really need much on offense. I don't. After you just watched what happened against with the Ravens, I think you should feel very confident that you're sitting pretty well on the offensive side. But I think so. I would go defense, man. Get another great pass rush guy.
Seeing what they did to the Ravens, you should be feeling pretty good about the defense as well.
That's true. That's true.
They play.
But you can never have enough pass rushers that go out there and try to get the headhunt the quarterback. It's kind of like
I agree.
The Chiefs went and brought in Terrell Suggs.
Yeah, that's why the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, is because they just had a plethora of pass rushers that they just rotated out, and there was no escaping them. All right.
But I'm curious what you would say.
Anybody in particular that you think you would go for? Like, would you trade for somebody? Would you try to sign like a Jadeveon Clowney or?
Well, Clowney's is he in Dallas right now?
Did he in Dallas? Did he actually sign him? Sure. I thought that he was possibly going to.
Ooh, let me see here. I'm gonna see who could.
I don't think they actually signed him.
No, I'm pretty sure he's on the Cowboys.
Yep. Nope, he is on the Cowboys now. Okay, you're right. They did sign him. All right. Well, somebody like that. Or would you think that you're going to try to trade for somebody?
But then again, I don't think the Chiefs making a trade. I just don't. I cannot think of a pass rusher on my mind that would actually be able to trade right now.
What about what's your boy's name? Your dude from the Raiders who got cut. He get picked up by anybody?
Who got cut from the Raiders?
For kissing somebody on the head.
Oh, you need a defensive tackle? You want Christian Wilkins? You want him?
Yeah, Christian Wilkins. He's available. He's got some pass rush juice.
He has pass rush juice. He also can clog up the middle. He can also you can rotate with him with Norman Lott, but if that means you're getting rid of some spots for Omar, but that's up to you.
Just take Jerry Tillery's snaps.
I'm completely fine with that.
Right? I might do something like that. Honestly, I might. If I'm Brett Veach, I think I probably, because here's the deal. Sure, Pacheco looked okay against the Ravens, but Kareem Hunt outsnapped him 13 snaps to 7 snaps, and that tends to be a trend that the Chiefs trust Kareem Hunt more than they trust Isaiah Pacheco, and Kareem Hunt's just not explosive enough. And there's a lot of people talking on social media right now about the possibility of the Chiefs trading for Alvin Kamara, right? Like if the Saints are going into rebuild mode, yada, yada, yada. And that would be awesome. I would totally be down with the Chiefs trading for Alvin Kamara, but I don't think that's a realistic goal. I think, honest to God, maybe Jerome Ford from Cleveland.
I may be for that, but I'm also in camp of let's get more Brashad Smith some action. Like his I like him. He is good with his feet. He also has great hands. He may not be the fastest guy in the world out there. I don't know if you want him in that, but his snap count, his snap count's going up.
His snap count's going up, and he's averaging 2.6 yards a carry. That's the thing. He's a great receiving back out of the backfield, which we knew he was going to be. But as an everyday back and as a guy who takes snaps,
but here's
I don't know, man.
When do the Chiefs ever stick running the football? I don't care what they do with that. I'm curious.
They came out of halftime and they had a 6-play drive that was 3 runs, 3 passes.
Yeah, but what was the score at that point during the halftime? I know they were already up by then. They were just trying to now milk the clock away. So it makes sense why you switch the run game. But this isn't an offense that dedicates to the run no matter what. Like they're pass first. They're 75% of the time they're pass always. So I want the passing receiving back
100%
on this team no matter what. So Alvin Kamara would be good. Ford would be good.
You do need a running back who can receive, but you also need somebody who, when you do have to run the ball, can reliably run the ball.
Yeah, I get that.
Those yards, and who is at least a threat to break off a long run, which Isaiah Pacheco has the athletic ability to, but maybe not the.
You know what? I think Pacheco does too much when he runs with the football. I know how he always runs with the ground. Look, he's angry running the entire time. Like his arms are going super flailing. Like he needs to calm it down a little bit. I think that's why they're also leaning on Kareem Hunt a lot more, because he's this cool, calm, collective. Try to get those 3 yards.
He doesn't have any patience when he runs, and he doesn't know how to let the blocks develop. And his vision
that's been like that since he's been drafted.
And it says been drafted. And if you look at his agility numbers, they are horrible. If you look at his RAS score and his agility numbers, they're not good. Like he's fast, but he runs like he's like in like a Tecmo Super Bowl, and like he runs with right angles. The dude never runs diagonal. It's like up, over, up, like that. Like, and so like God love him. He plays hard. He's a 7th round draft pick. He's for a 7th round draft pick, what he's given the Chiefs is nothing short of amazing. But your bell cow running back needs to be more than a 7th round draft pick.
Right.
And goes the same for Brashard Smith as well. And that's part of the issue, is that you're just not going to get the guy that you need in the 7th round.
But then also, if you're just going to have your wide receiver lead the day in rushing yards, then you might as well just keep doing end arounds with Xavier Worthy and not worry about having a running back. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, but here's the deal. I feel like part of the reason why Xavier Worthy is your leading rusher and you're doing end arounds with Xavier Worthy is because of lack of a better option.
That's true.
And that you have to if you want to have explosive running plays.
But you're
not going to get a single explosive. It's a very smart play, but if you're going to get an explosive play on the ground, it's not going to come from your running back. It has to come from Xavier Worthy or Tyquan Thornton or whatever speedy running back or speedy wide receiver you hand the ball off to, right? Like you haven't had an explosive like since Kareem Hunt's rookie year, and before that Jamal Charles. Like the last time you had like an actually explosive runner.
Yeah.
Right. Who could could you imagine Jamal Charles in this offense? Like
I would hate it as a person who, I would hate it so much.
It would be so beautiful. It would be the greatest thing that ever happened. And like even something even small. I mean, that's why like people are like Alvin Kamara would be awesome in this offense, is because that's very close to Jamal Charles in this offense.
But it's not like but then we go back to say something like that does happen. They're going to be like, all right, yeah, nope, that's what we wanted with CEH the entire time. Like, it's not like they've tried to find that running back and they've kept on doing it and they've kept on like failing at it. And now you go back to because Andy likes his Brian Dawkins, like he used to have, or Brian Westbrook, back in his Eagles days. I just don't think Andy cares too much about the running back position, and he uses it as a different, either like a decoy or it's like a last second thing. Or I like how they're doing more screens now, but it's sometimes the screenplay just doesn't work out for him.
Listen, I don't disagree with you at all that Andy Reid doesn't give 2 shits about the running back. Sometimes he's forced to run the ball and then he can't.
Yeah,
like that's the problem. And I'm not saying that if the Chiefs had Jamal Charles on this roster, he's going to lead the league in rushing like Kareem Hunt did his rookie year. But I'm saying that when they need to run the ball to set up the pass, that they're going to have the ability to do so. Right. And so it's just it's just one of those things where you're purposely pigeonholing yourself. Right. If you just ignore that entire part of the game, right? And so I just think just having it as a threat, it's almost like Xavier Worthy, right? Like so let's talk a little bit about before timeout. Before we get in any further into the Ravens game, we did get a couple of comments this week.
Okay, yeah, we did.
That we need to address. We need to address we got a couple comments on the show. And so before we dive headlong into the Xavier Worthy effect and the Chiefs versus the Ravens and what an awesome game it was. We got a comment on Spotify that was from not a name, but I think this is a phone number.
I think it's wild the fact that you can now comment on Spotify, because you weren't able at first.
you comment on specific episodes.
Oh, I did not know that. Interesting.
Yeah, specific shows. So you can't comment on the overall podcast feed, but on specific episodes.
Interesting.
So this
you know what? I do apologize if we've skipped over that. I'll
so this
go
is
back
our,
in and dig.
I've been checking the last couple weeks, but this is from our last week's episode of each season specifically. From 126-167-209-310.
I hope it's a phone number. If it is, we do apologize. It's too long to be a phone number, but it's okay.
Well, I mean, it's on Spotify, so it's public.
Okay,
right? It's not like it's hidden.
This is probably an AI bot. So what the AI bot say?
So the AI bot. What was the name of that? What was the name of that journalist for USA Today last year that did all the injuries?
For the Chiefs Wire.
Yeah, is Rashee Rice playing this week?
Oh my gosh, what was that guy's name?
Who the hell was that knucklehead?
I don't know. If they're still making posts. Oh, what was his name?
We need to find out. God, what was that guy's name?
It was Chiefs Wire, right?
Yeah, it was Chiefs Wire because it was associated with USA Today.
Chiefs Wire injury report. Well, there's one. Well, Xavier Worthy play versus the Ravens today. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, his name's John Dillon.
No,
John Dillon wrote that one on September 28th.
That's not the same guy. That's not.
I know it's definitely not him. What was his name?
That's not him. What was his name? I can't remember it. Oh no.
Someone please let us know that.
Someone please let us know in the comments. We'll have to look it up off the air and figure it out, right? Because we don't want to sit here and have you guys listen to us type into our Google.
Andrew Garcia.
Drive. Yeah, that was
there.
Him.
We go.
Yeah, Andrew Garcia, that fake son of a bitch.
Oh man, it's funny too because now with that with the new person John Dillon, I'm hoping he's real. If you are, please let us know if you are. We'd love to talk to you. We want to know if you know who Andrew Garcia is. But
and if he's real, if Andrew Garcia is real or not.
For John Dillon, there is an image by him, so he does look real. But that could also be an AI image. Who knows?
Could be AI, or it could be stolen. It could be catfishing us.
It's true.
This John Dillon guy, right? And old 12167209310 could be Andrew Garcia or John Dillon, the real person.
Good point.
Trying to catfish us from a fake number. So who knows? But here's the comment from our good friend 12167209310. Says, "Hey guys, I've been listening to the show and channel more and more over the last year or so, and just wanted to say I really like the content and specifically enjoy Rocky and Kramer's chemistry and rapport. Keep up the good work, y'all."
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
I mean, you know what they call it? Chemistry and rapport, Kramer?
What's that?
They call it friendship.
It's true.
That's what they're seeing. They're not seeing chemistry. They are seeing chemistry, but it's like undeniable chemistry and draw to one another through male to male friendship.
It's true.
And that's what they're sensing is just our genuine love for one another on the show.
You know what? Who knew that me producing you and Serta's post game shows that 3 or 4 years ago, we'd be doing this. If I'm being honest,
I did. The moment I laid eyes on you, I said, "I want that son of a bitch for Veach season." So, come hell or high water. God bless my former co-hosts. I love them to death. But come hell or high water, I was like, I'm getting Kramer to be my co-host.
Hell yeah.
And I got you, buddy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you did.
I did. I went out and I got it's like one of those things where it's like
the old spider caught a fly.
Yeah, the old spider caught a fly. All I did was I just laid some honey out. I just slathered myself in honey.
Oh, is that what happened?
I just waited for the fly to come to the web. And I said, "Come here. Come to daddy."
And you're waiting for that bear to come like Happy Place for old Bad Bunny.
And exactly.
Happy Gilmore movie.
Yeah, or it was like cocaine bear, and I just slathered myself in bumps and honey and cocaine, and just waited for the bear to lick me. And then
was that the premise of that movie?
That was the well, not the version you watched.
Oh,
but okay. There's a version out there on the internet somewhere where a guy who looks like me slathers himself in cocaine and honey and gets licked from head to toe by a bear. The bear may be another man.
So how long did it lick you?
Not an actual animal.
So how long did it lick you?
Oh, I mean, well, I could tell you, but then you had to buy me dinner first. Lick me. I don't even know if he likes me. All right, we have one
Veach
more
season,
comment.
Baby.
Veach season, baby. We have one more comment, and that is from our good friend. You know who it is. Our good buddy Chris Palmer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Chris Palmer. This is from last week's episode on YouTube. It says, been waiting all morning for the new episode. Well, Chrissy boy, we hope that it was worth the wait, and that you were sitting there with a nice hot cup of Joe with a little bit of bourbon in it, if that's something that you enjoy or that your work allows, or if you're independently rich and you don't have to go to work, or if you're just off for the day, or anything in between, or you're homesick, or whatever. Any reason that you could functionally have bourbon and not have it be problematic. We hope that you had bourbon in your coffee and that you were sitting there sipping on it and having a wonderful morning.
Or if it's not bourbon in the coffee, just let us know what you're sipping on.
Yeah, just let us know what you're sipping on. Or maybe not sipping, but maybe token on. Either way, we don't judge here. No. Right? Like there's a I was actually thinking about when I was thinking about like ripping ass earlier. Like the difference between like passing gas and ripping ass is like the difference between like taking a hit off a one hitter and then doing a bong rip. Like ripping ass is like a bong rip, and then like just passing gas is like using.
All right, yeah, I get that. I
like that. You know that little like metal one hitter that looks supposed to look like a cigarette, so that nobody knows what you're doing, right? Everybody.
Oh yeah.
Everybody had one in high school. You know, yeah, or college, or 20s or 40s, or if you're like some.
Is it legal in Florida?
Medicinal is legal in Florida, and so basically every person over the age of 50 in Florida smokes weed, is what that means, because they all have things wrong with their bodies by that point.
It's better than drinking.
That they can justify. Oh yeah, 100%. Literally, it's like a running joke around here is that like they shut down like half of the Wendy's, and every time a fast food restaurant goes out of business, it turns into a dispensary. And so in the Publix parking lot, which like the grocery store, there's like a brand new dispensary going in next to the Five Guys. There's a dispensary that's right there.
Hey, get you some good stuff before you eat some good stuff.
Yeah, next to the KFC down the street, there's a dispensary, because there used to be another fast food restaurant right there. And like just like anything that goes out of business immediately turns into a dispensary in Florida. And so there's I live in the suburbs in like a relatively pretty safe part of town, and like just like normal suburbia life, and there's no less than 6 or 7 dispensaries within like a 5-mile radius of my house. And so so
there might be at least 2 from where I'm at.
And so there's for as conservative Florida is in some areas, everybody down here likes their weed. At least in Tampa.
There's conservatives that enjoy themselves some good hemp.
Listen, I mean, all you got take one look at Pete Hegseth's eyes and tell me that dude doesn't smoke weed.
Oh, I'm not throwing that out there. I'm not saying anything about anybody. But I am since it is October 1st, which is crazy to think we're in October already. I'm doing sober October this year.
You're doing sober October, like just across the board,
everything,
like nothing,
correct,
everything, including jerking off.
No, that's so. Why is that? So I was talking to my wife about that, and it's funny I can say that, and she was like, "Oh, so no Ceci time," and I'm like, "Whoa, no, that has to happen."
Yeah, so you're doing good. You're just completely cutting off everything.
Yeah,
right?
I typically usually do it on October because it's just that I've drank way too much within this past month and past month and a half. Like I just got done with my buddy's wedding this weekend, and oh boy, it was a I had, you know how you had your flatulence right now? That was me Friday night because I drank way too much Busch Light.
Oh God, that'll definitely do it.
Yep.
That'll definitely do it to you too. Like if you drink cheap alcohol and then you somehow find your way to a Taco Bell before the night's over, like good luck the next day because you are going to spend at least 75% of the next day on the toilet, just hungover shits and pooping out cheap alcohol and Taco Bell.
That's
nonstop.
I love Taco Bell.
Well, it's 40 minutes into the podcast. Should we talk Chiefs Ravens?
We could.
I guess we could, right?
We don't have. We don't really have to say much about it because it was just an ass whooping from start to. Well, I wouldn't say from start to finish. From second quarter on, it was an ass kicking from the Chiefs.
From second drive on, it was an ass kicking.
Second drive kind of started the second quarter. Toward the end of it, kind of started the second. Yeah, I think from what
defense started kicking ass in the second drive.
Yes, there we go.
Offense really started kicking ass in the second quarter. I would say that everybody who out there who was saying, is Xavier Worthy really going to fix all the problems? Is Rashee Rice really going to fix all the problems? The answer has always been yes, just because it's not just what Xavier Worthy provides, which is an extremely talented wide receiver who is a danger and who literally made Marlon Humphrey his bitch up until the point that Marlon Humphrey went out of the game. Just dominated Marlon Humphrey early in the game. But it's not just what he does, but it's the fact that him going downfield opens up everything else underneath. He frees up coverage on so many of the role players on the Hollywood Browns, the Juju Smith-Schusters, even the Travis Kelce's, right? Like the Tyquan Thorntons, like those guys all have so much more space to work in because so much attention is being given to Xavier Worthy, rightly so, right? And so I think you saw that, and then also because of his speed, the plays are just faster developing, right? Like you can hit him on an end around, you can hit him on a screen pass. Even when you're gonna go deep, he gets down the field faster, and the offensive line literally has to protect less time when he's on the field because he's so fast. It literally makes everything easier for the offense having him on the field.
I think it was refreshing to see what he could actually do for this team. It gives them like life. It gives them some sort of like, hey, we got this type of mentality. I mean, he's only out there for 59% of the snaps. So whenever he was out there, they were orchestrating ways to get him the ball. Like literally the first play of the game for the Chiefs, they made sure Xavier Worthy had the ball in his hands, kind of like basically they tried to do during week 1 against the Chargers. Like they want to make sure he's gonna be a difference maker for this team, and he shows it. And he's running so smart right now, like especially getting out of the way, getting out of bounds, staying close to the sideline, and not taking a severe hit like he accidentally did with his teammate. Like we're not going to see that anymore with Xavier Worthy. Is it bad to say that him getting hurt might make him even more of a threat now?
No, it's not at all, because he's completely well rested, and he's also probably hungrier. Like I'm not saying he wasn't hungry before, but like he was aching to get back on the field.
He also led the team in targets.
Yeah, of course he led the team in targets. He's the best receiver on the team right now. But at the same time, too, like I don't want to minimize the exceptional play of the other guys. Like that pass that Patrick Mahomes threw to Juju Smith-Schuster was a better pass than
the touchdown pass.
Yeah, the touchdown pass than almost any other quarter. It might have been the
best
right to him. Right to him. But like the window he fit that into was amazing, and the fact that Juju held on to that, that's not an easy ball to hold on to as fast as it was going.
I think Juju Smith-Schuster is the most reliable receiver right now on the Chiefs.
Yeah, 100%. He's just Unk has that old man strength that he's all he does is catch the ball when it's thrown his way. And then Tyquan Thornton continues to be a weapon and prove that the Patriots never should have let him go. And then Hollywood Brown got in the mix, and Travis Kelce continues to look pretty good for his age. Like I'm not saying he's Travis Kelce of old, but he's looking pretty good for his age.
Should people be like, I guess, worried the fact that the snap percentage for Thornton went drastically down?
No, they should have expected it, right? Because Worthy's back.
So who's wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 right now in your eyes?
In my eyes on this team currently,
yeah,
I say, are we including Rashee Rice?
Right now, like we're going into week 5. Well, who's your?
Okay, then it's going to be Xavier Worthy. Number 2, I'm going to say is Juju Smith-Schuster. Honest to God, right now, and then probably Hollywood Brown.
When Rashee Rice gets in here, do we? I'm very, very cautious when it comes to Rashee Rice coming back. So I know he hasn't played in some time. Injury, him being suspended. Is he going to be the Rashee Rice that we last saw him be? Or is this going to be a completely different player? It's basically been 2 full seasons since we've seen Rashee Rice play.
I mean, we saw him in preseason and he looked pretty damn good.
I mean, yeah. But that's also preseason. But Rocky, that's preseason.
I understand, but I mean, I don't know. I saw him on practice field. I saw him in preseason. I've seen the workout. He's in better shape than he was the last time he played.
Yeah, he can be in great shape, but is he able to still play football?
I think so. I think he's gonna be better, to be honest.
Good.
I think he's gonna be better than he's ever been before because I think that he has something to prove, and B, he has to succeed right now because he owes so many people money and he's coming up on the end of his rookie contract. Like bro needs to have a big rest of the season and a big season next year so he can get paid. Right? Like if he comes out and lays an egg and sucks and then it does so next year, he's not gonna get paid. Like the contract year is undefeated, bro. And he's essentially in a 1.5 year long contract year because otherwise he's going to sign with Kansas City at a discount. But he's got to keep his nose clean and come out and show that he's worth everything that he wants to be paid for, So I think that he's extra motivated to come out and play. And so I think that he's going to be awesome when he comes back. I think we're going to see a better version of him than we've seen even last year.
I just hope we get to see all 3 out there on the field at the same time. It won't be like the what we wanted last year, how it's like, let's get it's all 3 of them to be awesome. It's going to be legit. Never really happened. Now we can finally officially get it. I'm curious. I'm curious what the production is going to be because I think by the time Rashee Rice gets back and gets worked in here, I think Hollywood Brown's going to find himself out and not in the mix whatsoever.
Yeah, I think Hollywood Brown might have a hard time getting on the field just because even before that, Tyquan Thornton's really been stepping up and kind of been like the go-to guy and playing that Justin Watson kind of role.
Right.
And I think that for like a chain mover, they like what Juju Smith-Schuster offers. It's been great because they haven't even had to like look at Jalen Royals as like a receiving option. They've just been allowed. He's basically been able to just play special teams and been allowed to develop.
And honestly, I'm cool with that.
100%, I'm cool with that. And how great are the Chiefs kick returners right now? Jesus Christ, it doesn't matter who you put back there. They got 3 guys who can return the ball, and that's not even counting Xavier Worthy, who might be, or Tyquan Thornton, who might be the 2 of the best returners on the team, right? Like Brashard Smith, Nico Remigio, and Jalen Royals, all 3 had excellent returns, especially Nico Remigio last week. And so the Chiefs are just loaded at kick returner. Like gone are the days of Sky Moore just fumbling every kick and saying, well, he's the best option we have. Like Jesus.
It's true.
Like, and so I praise the Lord that we have a plethora of kick returners. I have a question for you though, Krame.
Yeah.
Which was the better play, the Leo Chenal field goal block or the Leo Chenal interception?
Ooh. I don't know. I think the interception. That's one-handed. It's a throw.
Right.
It's one-on-one, and it's like that's a baller mentality. He mossed the wide receiver for that.
And it was Mark Andrews. It's not like it was a chump ass bitch player either.
Exactly.
Right? Like we're talking about like an all-pro tight end. And who knew that Leo Chenal could cover like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like where the hell did that come from?
I mean, I'm happy the fact that they decided instead of sending Leo Chanel to Lamar Jackson, Nick Bolton, instead of dropping back, goes towards Lamar Jackson. Big reason why that interception happened in the first place. But hey, the hands that Chanel had, impressive.
Well, what about also just Spagnuolo's game plan? Just basically copying what the Lions did and just putting a spy on Lamar Jackson.
Well, that's really all you have to do. That's like it's kind of like when you play Madden with your friends and you have a mobile quarterback you're going up against. Just throw a defensive tackle or throw your middle linebacker on a spy the entire time, and he's not going to get any yards.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, I guess, is it fair to say right now that Lamar Jackson has a big game problem?
Oh yeah, no, it's safe to. I mean, he can't even play on prime time. Like it's like
like it's not even like playoff games. It's like primetime football now.
Yeah,
right?
And this was a 3 o'clock kick, and he still lost. Like it's just big opponents in prime time. It's like the lights get too big when there's more stars that are shining on the other team that you're playing that are shining brighter than you. Then he's not. It's in his head probably.
The thing, like he's holding on to the ball way too long too. Like if you
why don't they just run the football? I never understand why you just don't run the football against the Chiefs.
Yeah, just like literally first read. If it's not there, take off and run. If you're Lamar Jackson, every single time,
which is what Justin Fields do with the Jets.
It's what he used to do, and then they were like, "Well, we're going to turn him into a pocket passer." Why the fuck are you going to turn Lamar Jackson into a pocket passer? He's the most dynamic scrambler in the history of the NFL, and he has average accuracy at best.
Yeah,
right. Like Lamar Jackson is never throwing that touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. He's not attempting it because he knows that he doesn't trust his accuracy.
He does make ridiculous throws at times that work, but why doesn't he just start running? Run the football, run it more. Like at this point in time, are you trying to win? You need to win every single week, clearly, to get to the promised land, and you have to win now in order to get there. So do whatever you can to get the win and run the freaking football. And that's all you have to do.
Just run the football, and then also just don't panic like that.
Harbaugh has a problem. I think it's Harbaugh. I don't know if it's Lamar Jackson. I think it's more Harbaugh and his decision making.
We'll get to Harbaugh in a second because I got some ideas about Harbaugh too. But like Jackson, I'll say it's Jackson too, just because that intentional grounding that he had, like he could have thrown that past the line of scrimmage easy, and he didn't. Like what are you doing? Like it's just a mental lapse. And just and him just throwing the ball up like multiple times.
You know what's crazy? The Ravens now 1-4, 1-3,
1-3.
Jackson might be out for 2 to 3 weeks, and like some other type of, I mean, in a different world, maybe Shedeur Sanders should be starting this week.
yeah, in a different world, Shedeur Sanders should be starting this week, but instead we're gonna get Cooper Rush.
Honestly, watch Cooper Rush. I mean, Cooper Rush did great, and when he always replaced Dak. So I mean, watch Cooper Rush decide to get some things going for them.
Yeah, speaking of that, Dak, man, Jesus, Dak was playing out of his mind against the
Packers.
Against your Super Bowl, your preseason Super Bowl champion pick.
You know what's crazy?
How you feeling about that pick right now, buddy?
This tie is going to help them out in the long run more than you think. So I don't want to hear of you saying, "Oh yeah, you picked a team that tied of the game." Honestly, this tie is going to help them in the long run. Just watch it.
Okay, we're going to talk about John Harbaugh here in a second.
Oh, John, not Jim.
No, not old John, not Jim. But we can talk about Jim too, because old Jim got his ass kicked.
Yeah, he did by Jackson Dart, baby.
Yeah, Jackson Dart beat the shit out of Jim Harbaugh's team this week, and they lost Malik Neighbors because every New York team is just freaking cursed. They're just cursed.
It's that field, man. It's that field.
Yeah, it's that field. But let's go back to the Green Bay and Dallas game just for 1 second before we proceed talking more about Baltimore and Kansas City. If you could fix the overtime rules so there'd be no tie, what would you do? You like ties?
Well, what I would do is, if I always go to this because I think it's what you should be doing. If you have a field goal kicker, not a field goal kicker, if you have it on kickoffs, if you can put it through the uprights for like a field goal from where they kick it off at the 35 or 30, wherever it's at, if that goes through, that should be a point every single time.
Sure. I'll take that. The other team gets a touchback, but you get a point.
Yeah. Well, if you miss it, you just put them at the 40 or something, or put them at the wherever it is now, where it's I think was it 30 or 40. Just put it where it's supposed to. I think it's 40.
If it lands
on the out of bounds, put them at the 40 because that's typically what happens when it lands out of bounds.
Right now, if it lands inside the field of play and then rolls into the end zone and goes back out of the end zone, then it's 20-yard line.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Yeah. I think it's one of two things that I think they should do to fix overtime. 3 things. They can do 3 things. One,
because mine eliminates overtime, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, why? Because you just kick off back and forth?
Well, no, because this would happen throughout the entire game. Like, say on kickoff, like the first kickoff of the game, and it goes to the uprights. That's 1 point for the whoever kicked it off.
You could still be tied at the end of the game.
There's a good chance that not many field goal or not many place kickers right now in the NFL can even put it through the uprights.
So, but still, like,
and Butker could barely make a 56. You think he's making a 70? No.
I'm just saying you could.
Now, if you got Joey Sly or Graham Gano out there, or heck, Brandon McMahon,
but I'm saying
put it through the uprights.
But I'm just saying, like, that doesn't guarantee that there's not going to be any overtime.
That's just there would be less and less likelihood of overtime with my rule.
There would be, but so here's what I think. Either A, you go to college rules for overtime.
No.
Or B, you play your overtime period if same normal NFL rules. If at the end of the overtime you're tied, then you do one of 2 things. You either A, you line both of your kickers up at, for 50-yard field goals on opposite ends, and you take turn kicking, and you go until somebody misses, right? One of those, like that, kind of thing, like basically playing horse, but just so VP of Pizza Consumption on Twitter posted this. I'm kind of stealing this from a little bit, but it basically is like the idea is that, like, yeah, you go until somebody makes it and one person doesn't make it, right? Kind of thing. And that's the winner. My idea has always been something similar. It's just kind of taking like the soccer shootout kind of mentality. And my idea is always saying you put both offenses and defenses on the field at the same time on opposite sides of the field. So like the Chiefs offense and the opposing team, say the Raiders defense, are on one 2-yard line.
On the north end, the other one's on the south end.
Other one on the south end, right? The vice versa. And you just trade back and forth 2-point conversions, going back and forth until one person makes it and one person doesn't, or a best of 3.
Imagine if you're going against the Jaguars and you got Travis Hunter has to run down back and forth the entire time.
Yeah, no, you just I think you just choose for him to play one or the other. Which, by the way, he only played 8 defensive snaps last week, something like that. That was his lowest number by far. And then he played like more offensive snaps he's played all year, and he played the fewest amount of defensive snaps. So that's something to keep an eye on if his 2-way journey for his rookie year may be coming to a close.
I think he's going to probably that defense snap is going to go up this week.
Well, against the Chiefs, it would have to, right? But anyway, before we get to the Jaguars, we got to get back to old John Harbaugh and his terrible decision making.
It's bad.
So first of all, another game of Derrick Henry against the Chiefs where Derrick Henry's pretty much a non-factor.
He did not play as many snaps as you thought he was going to play. Did you see his number?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, so that's the problem. He averaged 5 yards a carry against the Chiefs, but he only played 8 snaps.
Yeah.
He had 8 attempts. He had 8 attempts against the Chiefs. How in the hell? I understand you're playing from behind, whatever. Like, come on. Like you can't only give Derrick Henry 8 snaps in a game, especially when he's being effective running the ball against a team that he hasn't been effective running the ball against. And I know that Henry's been struggling this year. He had 2 terrible weeks leading up to last week, but at the same time, like, bro, he was being you just went away from him after he was doing good early.
The Ravens always do it against the Chiefs this way. It's no matter what happens, Derrick Henry plays the least amount of snaps that he would against any other team, and I just don't understand it. This even happened when he's in Tennessee.
The Titans did the same thing.
Yeah,
I remember specifically in a playoff game where Derrick Henry didn't play at all the fourth quarter, and he was sitting on the bench, and they kept on showing him on the bench, and they were like, "Why isn't Derrick Henry in the game?" And the Chiefs were just kicking the shit out of the Titans.
Yeah. This always happens. I don't understand it. And it's not like he's over on the sideline, like grimacing in pain. No, they're sitting there. Just waiting to get his number called. Just waiting to
get his number called.
Justice Hill had a great day. I won't take that. I'm not going to take that away from him. I mean, it's all garbage time, but still, he had himself
Justice Hill had a nice little garbage touchdown he had on that nice little 70-some yard run. I won't take that away from him. That helped out his fantasy owners for sure. But I mean, only thing I can think is that Derrick Henry's back to skipping leg day, and John Harbaugh was like, well, you skip leg day.
It's like
can't play in the second half.
The Chiefs got up by 3 points. Then the Ravens scored a touchdown, or it might have been vice versa. But then the Chiefs got another field goal. You could have still ran the football with Derrick Henry there, and you just did not. It's like, what are you doing?
It was like the Chiefs. They cut it to 10 points at halftime, and then the Chiefs came out and got a touchdown, and they were like, "Oh well, we can't play Derrick. Yeah, we can't play Derrick Henry ever again."
That happens every time, Rocky. Every time.
Every time. I know that Henry's not the best receiver, and blah 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 blah.
Just give him the ball. Just be
committed to running the football.
Yeah. Get the ball in his hands. Let him do his work.
Especially when Lamar was struggling as much as Lamar was struggling, right? Yeah. Like the shit just wasn't working out. Like your offensive line is banged up. Like give it to your supposed like superstar running back. And so John Harbaugh,
he is though. He's a superstar, but not this year.
No, John Harbaugh has a big game problem as well. I think, even though he has won the Super Bowl, I think that John Harbaugh has an Andy Reid problem. I think is probably the better way to say it.
I think this might be Harbaugh's. If they get losing record this year, he's done. He's fired.
I think he can weather a bad season. You don't think so?
No, I think if this is a losing this is bad. Like this is bad. You are losing. Like Lamar Jackson's an MVP. He's won it multiple times, right?
Yeah,
twice. And you have yet to win a Super Bowl with him. What? It's not his fault.
Maybe it could be. He has to be on the field to play.
That's true.
He's played pretty bad in the playoffs.
But let's just not think that Harbaugh is not feeding him the bad plays.
I mean, Harbaugh won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. He won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco.
That's true. All footsteps he was slinging it back then.
He was slinging it back then, and so I mean, Harbaugh.
But that was what 2012, 2013, maybe 2011.
I don't know.
It was in the dome. It was against his brother.
To take my medication in the morning at this age, Kramer. I don't remember shit, bro.
I just know that Beyonce played the halftime show and the power went out, and that's how the reason why the Ravens came back and won. That's at least what the narrative said for 49ers fans. Yeah. It's always hilarious to see 49ers fans cry. It is. I do rather enjoy that. But no,
it was the power of Beyonce's ass.
That's
willed
true.
The city of Baltimore to victory.
That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly.
But no, Harbaugh, he should be on the hot. If this is a losing season, that he should be on the hot seat out.
That's an interesting take. That's a hot take, people. Kramer's saying that John Harbaugh should be on.
Can't win the big game. Anybody on that team.
Before we talk about Jags this week, Bad Bunny announced to play the Super Bowl halftime show. How many of your old uncles in St. Joe are like, who the hell's Bad Bunny? Well, that's gonna be the worst halftime show ever.
I don't think my I only have one uncle, but I don't think he would. He might know who Bad Bunny is. I'm not 100% sure though, but he might.
Everybody who liked it when the Who did the halftime show and when the Rolling Stones did the halftime show and Bruce Springsteen did the halftime show is pissed off that Bad Bunny is doing the halftime show. And those are the same people that were pissed off when Kendrick Lamar did the halftime show as well. And when Eminem and Dr. Dre did the halftime show, and anybody who's not a classic rocker does the halftime show.
I personally don't care. It's not like I don't listen to Bad Bunny music, but then again, if people were up in arms wanting Taylor Swift, I don't listen to Taylor Swift music. So it's I just don't care, especially during halftime of Super Bowl. I'm usually laser focused in on working the Super Bowl because the Chiefs are always in it, and so I use halftime as recovering of like I just need to relax. I need to like decompress what happened in the first half and move on and get ready to go to the first half or the second half. So it's like I personally cool. I don't care. Like I know, like I'm pretty sure My lady definitely is going to enjoy the halftime show for this Super Bowl because she's a Bad Bunny. Are they believers? Bad Bunny believers? You would think they would be. Whatever his fan base is, but I just don't care. I don't.
They're just they're like what would be like a Playboy bunny or something like that, like bad, like I don't know.
I mean, I've seen Bad Bunny wrestle in WWE. He was in St. Louis whenever the Royal Rumble was in town, and he was a surprise entrant. It was actually kind of cool.
I like Bad Bunny. I like him better as a person than I like his music.
I mean, I don't understand his music, so that's why I don't speak it out. So that's just
me. You just anti my culture, aren't you?
No, not anti. No, that doesn't. That's not what that means. I love Mexican food. I had it for dinner tonight.
I love Mexican. That's like me being like, oh yeah, I know. I love a good pizza. I love pizza, Kramer. So I love your culture. I love Italians.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I eat pizza all the time.
That's cool.
Oh man, actually, I remember when I was a kid growing up in Olathe in the 80s, and I went over to my friend's house, and his parents were very well-meaning people. But it was Olathe, Kansas in the 80s, and they were making what we call white people tacos in my family, which is like the flour tortillas, ground beef, or hard shells, ground beef, lettuce, tomato, chopped up and diced right in the separate bowls, and the shredded cheddar cheese, and you like make it and you put it on there, right? And I went over there for dinner, and they were like, oh, aren't you happy that we're having your people's food for dinner tonight? And I was like,
whoa.
I was like, I was such a little kid, and they really meant well.
That's
and
good. That's good.
And I was like, oh man, yeah, I do really like tacos. Sure, yeah. I don't know if it's my people's food, but yeah, I really like tacos. They taste good. So yeah, let's go for it.
Rocky, at times I forget that you are of Hispanic heritage.
Yeah, well, look at the Inye in my name. Just look at the Inye.
I just got to look at it. I mean, whenever you first told me how it was pronounced, I'm sticking with the lasagna. So I think you're Italian. Yeah. So that's just me.
Yeah, Rocky lasagna, Magaña lasagna. So question though, NFL choosing Bad Bunny for their halftime show, right?
Yeah.
Is this? You're gonna hate this question. You're gonna hate this question so bad.
Oh, really? Yeah, am I?
Yeah, let me sit up in my chair for this one.
Okay.
Is this a political shot across the bow by the NFL?
No.
It says Bad Bunny canceled his U.S. tour out of fear of ICE raids at his concerts.
No. But that's crazy to think.
Yeah. So this is not
legally ICE isn't supposed to do that. So.
Well, we're not going to get into that, Kramer. We stick to football here.
That's true.
That's why we're only talking.
But legally, they're not allowed to basically do that. Basically, like saying, "Hey, come have some free donuts."
Hey, stick to sports, Kramer. We don't talk about anything but sports here. But is it a political shot?
Where's the Super Bowl at?
The Super Bowl's in New Orleans.
No, it's not. No.
In the heart of the South.
Nah. Is the same place that Beyonce tore the lights out with her big ass?
Yeah, I think it's the same place where Beyonce took the lights out with her big ass. Right?
Hell yeah.
They're like, oh well. Wouldn't it be great if somehow Bad Bunny had Beyonce as a guest and the lights went out again?
That'd be sick.
That'd be super sick. Okay. Chiefs are playing Jaguars this week.
Cool. Monday Night Football, baby.
Monday Night Football, baby. So go out there and get your Sling subscription. Just stick it to ESPN. If you don't have ESPN already. Ooh, you hear about that? You hear about that lawsuit?
No, but I just canceled my YouTube TV.
So Sling offers $4.90. Our new official sponsor of each season, Sling TV. Now,
that'd be sweet. If I get free TV, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. No, but they offer $4.99 day passes now for their products. So like,
wow,
yeah. And ESPN is pissed off, and Disney's suing them over it because they want to sell their $29.99 a month bundle to make you watch Monday Night Football. And Sling's like, here, if you just want to watch one day of football, give us $5 and we'll let you watch the game.
So I'm happy I got NFL Plus so I can watch Red Zone because and then watching condensed in all 32 after that is phenomenal.
It is awesome. It's well worth it.
But that's actually not a bad for $4.99 for a day's worth of football is not bad whatsoever.
Not bad at all.
What, do that for 18 weeks, 5 times 18? You do the math. I mean, it's like 80, 90.
Cheaper than NFL Sunday Ticket.
Yep.
And then there's also news that came out that last year Google tried to do a single team NFL Sunday Ticket pass for like $100, and the NFL blocked it.
I wish, because I was gonna get the Raiders one, because I'm getting tired of using bootleg streams.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. All right, so what are your keys to the game for the Chiefs and the Jaguars?
Well, I don't have any faith in Trevor Lawrence getting the ball to anyone except for Brenton Strange this week. I think he's the only upside of the guys on offense. ETN's going to be a little bit challenging, I guess, to stop. I mean, he's a nice pass catcher from the backfield, but I just don't believe the Jacksonville Jaguars have any chance of winning this football game this week. So Travis Hunter's been playing a lot. He'll probably play more on defense this week. Probably, I would say his snap share, and if you want to go back to the Bengals game before Joe Burrow got hurt, his defensive snaps were more on his more than the offensive ones. I think we're going to see that probably a drastic shift of that. Maybe he gets about 60% of the snaps over on defense, maybe 65, if that. But I think
they were resting them on defense in preparation for
1,000%. 1,000%. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. It's not like Aaron Rodgers is going to be lighting you up anymore. Then also, it's only DK Metcalf on the Steelers that is any sort of threat for the Jaguars that they had to go up against. So it made sense why he didn't play majority defense. Plus, also, they almost came back and won that game. So I think he's going to play more defense this week. So if you're curious what Travis Hunter's going to do, he's going to try to pick off Mahomes. I'm curious if that's how he's going to get his first interception, because it's possible Mahomes could throw something that hits off the hands of Travis Kelce into a defender.
He could.
It's happened before.
So you've completely just given up on Brian Thomas Jr. at this point in his career.
This is not his career, this season in general. I don't know if it's Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if it's the is it Liam Cohen? Is that the I don't know. I don't know if it's the new head coach's problem for it, but this is not the Brian Thomas from last year whatsoever. And I thought he'd even get more runs since Evan Ingram's not there to steal any sort of targets. I know that Ingram was hurt majority of the year last year, though, but still, big reason why Brian Thomas Jr. was insane was because he took all of them targets away, and we expected that. And also fantasy owners, too. I mean, Foolish Fantasy, make sure you listen to that every Tuesday and Thursday. But I would be disappointed right now in what Brian Thomas Jr. is doing with this Jaguars team.
It's getting to be slim pickings at the wide receiver position out there in the internet.
And it's weird, too.
Malik Neighbors and Tyreek Hill out also.
And with the Jaguars as well, it's not like Travis Hunter's doing anything on the offense either. De'Ami Brown has been questionable the last 2 weeks, and he's been one of their better wide receivers on their team. And he's a third or a fourth of that should be on this team.
Yeah, 100%.
This is not a good Jaguars team whatsoever.
And
you were really high on them at the beginning of the season too.
I still am. I still think they win their. I still think they win their division.
Nah, I don't think so. That's the Colts.
Division?
Colts. 1,000% the Colts. You're not a. Oh gosh, Shane Steichen is a genius.
I would never pick Daniel Jones to win a division.
Yeah, but Jonathan Taylor's going to put that team on his back. Shane Steichen is a great head coach, and he's like, it's not the Texans division anymore. It barely was when they won that division in the first place.
It never should have been the Texans division. The Texans are
Titans
trash.
Stink. Jaguars stink. This is the Colts division.
I mean, it could be. I think the Jaguars still stand a chance. I think the Jaguars could be a sneaky upset team. I don't think they are going to upset the Chiefs. Obviously, I'm not going to choose the Chiefs to lose to the Jaguars, but I think that they
could be in Jacksonville? Is it in Duval?
Duval. I think it is in Duval, yeah. It's in Duval. And that's a fun stadium to go to. It has a swimming pool.
You going to go?
For you to hang out in. I am not going to go because I have a wife and 2 children.
Bring them.
And it's not currently in our budget to travel to Duval. We just spent 4 days last week in Legoland. At the Legoland Hotel.
You know what? How about you stop doing the Legoland trips and how about you go football trips, buddy?
How about you stop doing what your children want to do and do what you want to do? How about you make it all about you and not your family, you selfish son of a bitch? Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
How's married life treating you?
We're 2 weeks in. It's been amazing. Well, now we're going to full 3. From week 3.
You're almost up on your. What are you getting there for your 1 month married anniversary?
Wait, you're supposed to do that?
Oh Jesus,
bro! I've been recently unemployed. You think I got money?
No, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Yeah,
you're married. You're allowed to get lazy and forget everything.
That's true. No, I haven't forgot anything yet. She's forgetting a lot of things. Joking. But yeah, no, it's weird.
Like Tuesday, like the fact that Tuesday is sex night.
No, that's every night.
Like, listen, if you're gonna do an abstinence October, you better.
No, not November. Come on now.
You better go balls deep at least like 3 or 4 times tonight to clear them out before
you're getting your months wrong. That's no nut November.
Oh, are you doing no nut November this year?
Hell no.
Hell no.
There's no way. No, there's no way. No, there's people who do that, which, by the way, good, bravo. Like, they deserve a round of applause. If you participate in that entire month, bravo. I don't know how you do it.
I'm not applauding that. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
That's like you're like, it's finding like your inner, like you have the power, like you're holding that power. It's like no one can have it. It's you. It's like a monk. Monks are kind of cool.
Monks jizz. I don't know if you know this, but monks totally jizz.
I doubt they're not in November. They don't.
Yeah.
What do you think?
In December, what do you think they call it? What do you think the name of it was originally Cream-Miss and not Christmas?
Okay.
Why do you think snow is white? It's just frozen jizz fractals just covering the mountains.
Is that
all those hermits and monks just jizzing all over the slopes of the Alps?
So you found
back in the heyday.
They're hanging 10 on that, aren't they?
Yeah, they're hanging 10 on their little jizz sickles that are just plastered from their rooftops, of their monasteries.
Are the Chiefs beating the Jags?
Yes, the Chiefs are beating the Jags by 15 points. Exactly 15 points.
I'm not saying so the Chiefs cover apparently.
Yeah, the Chiefs cover, and wouldn't that be a weird number for them to hit, by the way, to win by 15?
Yeah.
It's either by 5 field goals or
Butker's not making 5 field goals. What are we talking about?
Or they make a 2-point conversion. And why would they be in a situation where they need to do a 2-point conversion?
just because they can?
Because Butker misses an extra point.
Yeah.
But then that would bring them back to 14 if they got the 2-point conversion. See, they got to do a 2-point conversion for shits and giggles. Or, you know what they're going to do? They're going to be up by 14 points. And then they're going to be up by 24 points or 21 points. They're going to be up by 21 points. Jacksonville's going to score a garbage time touchdown. They're going to block the extra point and return it for a point.
That's going to happen.
15-point victory right there. Book it. Leo Chenal.
Oh, it's Leo going to be doing it too.
Yeah. Well, Leo's going to block it, and Noel Williams is going to return it. Your boy Noel Williams, Mr. Big Guy, who's been stepping up.
I want a bigger dude to grab. I want a fatty with the touchdown.
All right, then what you want? You want Jerry Tillery to pick it up and run with it?
We want Omar.
Omar's going to pick it up and run with it.
Yep.
I'd like to see that. Okay. At least Ashton Gelati. He's not that big.
That'd be fun. He would watch his hair flying in the background.
Yeah. Ashton Gelati picks it up and returns it for a touchdown. And
go.
Stiff arms 6 guys on the way to the shoulders dudes off and says get the fuck off of me.
Yeah.
I'm getting a touchdown, bitch. But it's only worth 1 point, so it's not a touchdown. But
one being Travis Hunter, he's knocking down.
Yeah, and then Travis Hunter's I hope I don't want to wish injury on anybody, so I won't say that. But
yeah,
he just knocks the shit out of Travis Hunter and knocks him out for a player. So
dude, a lot of injuries have happened. Leg injuries have had this might be the most notable names this year.
Seriously, I'm holding on to my Marvin Harrison Jr. He's just getting me steady points. They're not playing good football, but he's getting me steady points. And I'm just praying that he doesn't get hurt. So
that's nothing.
All right.
That's nothing but health for everybody this week.
Pray blessings be upon you. And I have officially not ripped ass in 10 minutes.
That's good. You know what? I haven't heard if you were doing that anyways.
Silent but deadly, baby. That's how we roll. Everybody be good to each other. We love you. We'll talk to you next week.